yeah, come on in. I think you're gonna like what I've got to share with you. Well, you may not like it, but it's true anyhow. So, yeah, come on. So y'all come on in. Come on in. My big brother Ivan, good to see you, brother. Just gonna invite a few people on real quick. I'm gonna share it as well, so that other people can jump on. Hey, if you all, when you're watching, would you do me a favor and jump on and share it as well? I won't be long. I promise you. I won't be long. I promise you. I promise you. I won't be long. I promise you I won't be long. Did I say that already? I promise you I won't be long. I've got some stuff to do, but I promise you I won't be long. Good evening, everybody. Happy Friday. Thank you for jumping on. I'm going to put a couple links in the bottom because stuff is going on. Please have my mind. There it is. I'm going to invite this one. Okay, fine. And then I'm going to invite that one. Hey, Doc. Good to see you, Dr. Carlton. Thank you for jumping on. So I'm going to put a couple of links up. Okay, y'all. I won't keep you very long. Thank you all for jumping on. Hey, do me a favor. You can please share this video. I am hosting an event this coming Saturday here in Atlanta, Georgia. And I want to pack it out for two reasons. Number one, I've already paid for it. But number two, the information that I'm sharing, you'll get a snippet of it tonight. Like literally, you're going to get about that much of that much. I'm just going to give you a quick snippet. I put a post up today that said, give me a second. I'm going to read it to you because I want to make sure I got it right. It says you can have a 700 plus credit score and still have bad credit, yay or nay. And so I've been watching people go back and forth all day long. Hey, Ricky, good to see you, big sis. It has been so funny to watch people all day long say things. Some people have said things like debt to income ratio. Other people have said, and it's systematic racism. Other people said cash is king. Somebody talked about bankruptcy, all these other things. So listen, let me help you and give you some clarity as to why I said what I said. You ready? First of all, what is credit? Credit is a snapshot. This is my definition. Credit is a snapshot of character and stewardship in a given area at a point of time. Again, credit is a snapshot of character and stewardship in a given area at a point of time. So one of the reasons that people had some of the different answers is because people were thinking of financial credit only. They were thinking of the credit where you go to the car lot and you want to buy a car, and so they make sure that they check your credit. But what they're checking is the credit with the three big bureaus: Equifax, TransUnion, and Experian. So the next question I have, I'm going to answer because I won't be long, is what is the FICO score? The FICO score is your credit as based upon the information given to the Fair Isaac Company. Fair Isaac Company, FICO. And a lot of people forget that, yes, about 90% of all of the major institutions, financial institutions, do use the score through Fair Isaac Company. However, that's not the only score. This is the reason why you can have a 700 FICO score but still be considered to have bad credit. Go back to my definition. Credit is a snapshot of character and stewardship in a given area. So the story I told earlier was somebody with a 700 credit score. They went to a bank to open a new account. You know, they got the flyer in the mail saying, hey, we'll give you this $1,000 bonus if you open this account. You know how you get those in the mail. And when they went to run their credit, even though the FICO score was a 700, they were denied the bank account. And I know people are saying, well, how can you be denied a bank account with a 700 credit score? Easy, because the information that they're taking a snapshot of has nothing to do with your credit score directly. My big sister said, I did not know that. FICO. Yes. Oh, let me throw this out there too. It's not on my quick notes, but the law does not call it a credit bureau. The law calls it a consumer information, a consumer report. That's what the law calls it, because everybody's score is about a specific thing, so it's just the information for that. So if you want to get a mortgage, it's a different version of the FICO score. If you want to buy a car, it's a different version of your FICO score. But if you want to get a bank account, they don't use your FICO score. They use a bank credit report, a banking credit report, a banking score, which is totally different. That's why you can have the FICO score here, but this other credit score here. All right. Other forms of credit. So everybody's consumer with consumer finance or credit to buy stuff. That's one thing. I've already mentioned the banking area, but another area where there's a totally different credit score is your insurance. Now I know people are looking at me like, what are you talking about? Okay, so when you go get car insurance, house insurance, any of those other insurances, what's happening is they're pulling up your information, your character, and your stewardship. Character says your track record about paying your bills. Stewardship says how you're using your income. That's all factored in from your credit report. Well, when you go to get insurance, they're still looking at your information, but they're looking at it from a totally different perspective. So it's not the FICO score by itself. What they're seeing is your claims history. Because the correlation has been drawn, the connection has been made that if your income is here, you're going to file claims more often. If your income is here, or if your traditional credit FICO score is a little lower, you're more likely to cause a claim. Has nothing to do with your driving ability, has nothing to do with any of those traditional factors, but it will affect your score in the insurance. So person A has an insurance score here, person B has an insurance score here. The difference between the two is this person, same car, same demographics, because that credit, their insurance credit score is a lot higher, this person will pay less than this person. All right. So what do I want you to take away from this quick live? Number one, that credit is not just your FICO score. It is way bigger than your FICO score. Hey, if you've got questions, you can put them here. If you've got questions, put them in the box. I'll come back and answer because I'm almost done. So what I want you to take away, number one, the FICO score is not the totality of your credit. Number one. Number two, the FICO score is special to the Fair Isaac company. But just like Fair Isaac has its own credit score, everybody, well, not everybody, but there are thousands of companies that create a credit score. So just because somebody says my credit is here, it depends on what you're looking at. Another conversation. There are other forms of credit. I talked about the banking credit. I've also talked about the insurance and how that affects your credit. But again, it's not just the FICO score. So listen, this coming Saturday at 10:30 a.m. I am doing a workshop all day. There are 4 different parts. I start the day with what I call Credit 101. If these last 7 minutes or so have been really good to you, then I would encourage you to spend $49 and come get the rest of the information. Because one of the reasons that so many people are behind in life is because they're only thinking about the credit score, FICO. They're not thinking about all the other stuff. I've got some information that I'm sharing on Saturday in this Credit 101 session that will talk about how credit has changed. I've given you a sneak peek of it so far, simply because the world is changing so fast and they're doing different things with your information. Yeah, Saturday's going to be phenomenal. So listen, if you want the rest of this session, come get it. Saturday at 10:30 a.m. At the Doubletree. I'll put the flyer up after I get done with the live. But I want you to get the information because, again, many people are in trouble because they don't want the information that's readily available. I've been going after this all the time, and we make it work. My big sister, Ricky, she says she wants to be here. Let's talk, Ricky, because maybe I'll do a Zoom. Maybe I'll do a Zoom. All right. Let's talk, big sis, Ricky. Let's talk. That's a good idea. I can do a private Zoom. So I'm putting this question in the box. Would you like me to do a private Zoom? If I do a private Zoom for the session, hey, $20, we'll figure it out. But if I get enough people to say they want the Zoom, I'll make it happen for you, simply because the information needs to be out. And the way the world is going, we are doing so many things, and this credit stuff is so much bigger than that. I'll tell you another quick story. I know somebody who had a 700 credit score, but they could not get an executive level position with a major financial institution. Not because their FICO score wasn't high enough, but because they had a bankruptcy within a certain number of years. Has nothing to do with the FICO score. Okay, I'm telling you. So listen, any questions? I told y'all I won't be long. Y'all know I don't like to do long. I got other stuff to do. I got to get ready for Saturday. Dr. Carter Johnson said, hey, sign up for Saturday. Man, Saturday's going to be crazy. But I will put it out there we'll do a Zoom. I'll do a private Zoom with a private link. And I guess I'll Zoom the first session. Maybe I'll Zoom a couple more sessions. Oh, people are asking what the sessions. Okay. So the first session is Credit 101 and the 800 credit score. Have I personally reached the 800 credit score? No. What happened is I got in a relationship that just tore me down. And one of the things that you'll learn is that what you do to get to an 800 credit score is the same thing that gets you to a 700 credit score. You just got to do it longer. So I'm telling you, I'm going to share some of this stuff. That's the first session. Then the second session is a smarter consumer, also known as Victor's Financial Mastery. I'm going to share with you some stuff that will put an extra $500 a month in your pocket, because I'm going to make sure that you master your money and your money becomes your slave. Come on. Then we're going to have lunch. Everybody who attends is going to get lunch. It is catered by the hotel. It's going to be really good. And then after lunch, we're going to come back and do 8 hours to a better life. A quick hour 15-minute version to make sure that you work on everything at one time. Because the last I checked, life does not allow you to just only work on one part of your life at a time. I'm only going to work on my money and my finances. I'm not going to work on my health. That doesn't happen. Life really happens. And then we're going to end Saturday for those who are in business or want to be in business. We're going to end with that content. So come on. All right, Ricky said that's good for the Zoom. So Ricky, I'll text you and we'll see how we can work that out. Because Ricky said, I didn't know that about FICO. Yeah, whole nother conversation. Listen, if you come on Saturday morning just for the Credit 101 session, I promise you what I share with you to give you an understanding of what's really going on in the credit world and what's going on in our financial world beyond just getting Visa, MasterCard. It will change your life, and it'll be worth the $49 by itself. And I'm not telling you because I'm telling you because it's true. Go to the YouTube channel for Better Life Institute. The testimonies are up there from when I did this event years ago. So we're going to bring it back. So, and I've grown. I've learned so much more. So, Any other questions? I'm about ready to jump off. Any other questions? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, thank y'all for jumping on. Hey, do me a favor, share this on your page, tag somebody on your page. Imagine the goodness that would happen if our young adults, 18, 19, 20, 21, would learn this information up front instead of learn it the hard way like I did. All right, thanks y'all for jumping on. Check out what's going on the Facebook page, and we'll be back tomorrow with some other information. Talk to you soon. Y'all have a good night. Thanks, y'all. Bye-bye. Put my looks up there. Oh, the links. Thanks, Ricky. The links are up. I put the link up for Saturday. It's at the very top. mkt.com/Better Life Institute. That link is up there. And then I've also put the link up there for people to schedule a call to talk about making their financial goals come to pass sooner than later. All right. Thanks, big sis. That's why you got to have people in your corner. Keep you in check. All right, y'all. I'm done. The links are up. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.